It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First down here at about the 40.
39.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
40-yard line. A gain of 7, and a Packer first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The give to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. It's Burgess. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Reese.
The pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Wilson with a first down carry. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the ground, it's Wilson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Fielded in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They run. Peterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down more past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Peterson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Here's Peterson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Come on now. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Vikings 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Peterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
38, the ball carrier.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He corrected.
And got his man complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Steps away to his left. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. That height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score, Vikings 28, Packers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll roll him out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Being chased out left, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Down the middle on the right sideline. It's Spencer. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for number 88, incomplete.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
From way up at the 23. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Wilson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run again with Wilson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 64 yards. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reese. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup, brings up second.
On second down, Peterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Number 35.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
The 9-yard line. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. The 40. The 30. 20. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Andrews. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Vikings 56, Packers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now,
he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Vikings 63.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the... There he goes left side! And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Wilson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat tripping.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
The pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 catches in the wild card victory last week, and now 6 catches here and a 1st down.
Green Bay.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Wilson, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete. Jefferson the target. And all the way down to the 26. 2 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. To Jefferson on the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in. And
now the ball's out, and the Packers put it on. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So that one will be accepted. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
2nd down and inches. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard
The
line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chase Young. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try and run with Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not
not try and score a few more times. They don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Steps away. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because a lot of people are watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On 2nd down, it's Wilson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
It's complete. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more